You busy today?
Depends on how quick we find those horses.
So you're working for Miss Pouty Lips?
Fine. I'll just work cases for ugly women from here on out.
Oh, so you think she's pretty?
Walked right into that one, Dad.
You busy today?
Depends on how quick we find those horses.
So you're working for Miss Pouty Lips?
Fine. I'll just work cases for ugly women from here on out.
Oh, so you think she's pretty?
Walked right into that one, Dad.
You busy today?
Depends on how.
He is exactly like you in every way. Except 1/8 your size.
It looks like Danny DeVito.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Oh, I'm hustling him. Oh, right there on the jawbreaker. 19.5. All right, we're gonna have fun today.
Yes, please.
Oh my god, look at this goofball. Goofiest Battlefield player right here. Hello? Goofy. Goofball. I'm right here.
They're attacking one of our objectives.
No way. We got another bot. Oh, he sees it maybe? No? Oh, he's picking them up? Oh my god, look at this goofball. Goofiest Battlefield player right here. Hello? Goofy. Goofball. I'm right here.
They're attacking one of our objectives.
No way. We got another bot. Oh, he sees it maybe? No? Oh, he's picking them up? Oh my god, look at this goofball. Goofiest Battlefield player right here. Hello? Goofy.
You must drink stronger coffee than I do, because after 11 hours on the job, I can barely see straight.
And he was right up in my face.
Right? And according to your testimony, you feel confident that you can identify this person. That's what you're saying.
I can, absolutely. It's him, your client.
Are you sure that's the person? There's no doubt in your mind. Take your time.
I don't need time, that's him.
Now, would you be surprised to learn, Mr. Harkness, that the person you just pointed to is not the defendant?
What?
And my client is in the back of the courtroom. Mr. Sakey, would you please stand up?
Objection.
Now, the person you ID'd is named Hollis Early. He's a bartender down in Berlin. What? He has a very good alibi for the night in question.
Your Honor, objection.
Oh, Mr. Goodman. Really? You didn't recognize him either, Your Honor. You must drink stronger coffee than I do, because after 11 hours on the job, I can barely see straight.
And he was right up in my face.
Right in your face. And
Tom Brady, yeah. Well, he just retired, finally. Tom Brady.
Is that your man right there?
No, that's my BFF.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, come here, B.
Oh, don't do that. He got it in my She got those swans.
This video.
Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, so I could literally stand up here and...
I'd like me a splash of whiskey to wash the trail dust off in my gullet and keep my singing voice in pedal.
Whiskey's illegal. This is a tri-county.
Well, what are they drinking?
Whiskey. These outlaws.
I, too, have been known to violate the statutes of man, and not a few of the laws of the Almighty.
You ain't no outlaw, and we don't drink with tin horns.
Sir, it seems that you are no better a judge of human beings than you are a specimen of one. Just on a brief inventory, I'd say that you could use yourself a shave and a brighter disposition.
You're shooting ironwork.
Appears to do, yes.
Oh, f***. Oh, f***. Oh. No!
After this woman won the lottery, she came back to the same gas station where she bought the ticket and found the cashier who talked her into buying one. And this was the moment she told him she won.
I won!
Inside the card she gave him was a check for half of the money she won. A generous thing she didn't have to do at all. After this woman won the lottery, she came back to the same gas station where she bought the ticket and found the cashier who...
With the arraignment now
Can you see their faces? Because they're never gonna see yours. Ever again.
If you want to be healthier, you've got to get Ch.1.
I started Ch.1 a month ago because I was eating poorly and I knew I could do better.
I'm really conscious about my nutrition, and Ch.1 makes my life so much easier.
I love how I get all these great superfoods that would be impossible to gather myself.
Ch.1 is my secret for staying healthy.
It really helps control my craving, so I don't eat junk anymore.
It's the perfect meal replacement. You don't want to make regrettable food choices when you're doing so well.
I use Ch.1 once a day for breakfast or lunch, and I feel great.
I've tried every shake out there, and Ch.1 is hands down the best.
I highly recommend Ch.1 if you're a busy parent.
To my family, my friends,
and colleagues.
The Russia-Ukraine war has left its first year behind. When we look at the one-year period in general, we see that the Russian army is getting exhausted day by day. There are many reasons for this depletion. Sanctions by Western and European countries, lack of military personnel and equipment, and inexperienced soldiers are some of these problems. But one of the most important developments affecting the depletion of the Russian army is the surrender of Russian soldiers to Ukrainian troops. Because most of the Russian soldiers are forcibly kept in the occupied territories. The soldiers, who do not want to die for Putin's political interests, surrender to the Ukrainian troops at the first opportunity they find. In the first year of the war, thousands of soldiers surrendered to the Ukrainian army. The number of soldiers surrendering continues to increase every day. Russian soldiers who do not support Putin's decision to invade are looking for ways to get rid of the occupying Russian army. So much so, from the first day of the invasion of Ukraine until today, that soldiers who do not support Putin's decision to invade are looking for ways to get rid of the occupying Russian army. So much so that tens of thousands of Russian soldiers have posted videos on their social media accounts from the first day of the invasion of Ukraine until today that they do not want to fight. The Russia-Ukraine war has left its first year behind to get rid of the occupying Russian army. So much so that tens of thousands of Russian soldiers have posted videos on their social media accounts from the first day of the invasion of Ukraine until today that they do not want to fight. The soldiers in these videos talked about the inhumane actions of the Russian army and their forced conscription. These confessions mobilized the Ukrainian army. It was necessary to help the soldiers who disagreed with Putin's idea of invasion and were looking for ways to leave the front line. Ukraine developed a project for Russian soldiers to surrender to the Ukrainian army. This project was called I Want to Live. Thousands of Russian soldiers surrendered to Ukrainian troops through the I Want to Live project. Before analyzing the details of the I Want to Live project developed by Ukrainian software developers, and the striking statements of the surrendered soldiers, we will have a request from you. As Anchor Daily News Team, we continue to report all developments regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. You can contribute by clicking the Super Thanks button to support our teammates and the content we create with our understanding of accurate and impartial journalism. Let's examine the details of the I Want to Live project together. The I Want to Live project, which allows Russian soldiers who are forcibly kept at the front to surrender to Ukrainian troops, consists of a website, phone, and app. Soldiers who want to leave the front line but are unable to do so can easily communicate with Ukrainian troops thanks to this application. The Ukrainian army first receives some information from the Russian soldiers who contact them. After receiving their information, Russian soldiers must fulfill the conditions requested from them. Russian soldiers are first asked to cross into Ukrainian territory. The I Want to Live teams, who reach the location of the Russian soldier who crossed into Ukrainian territory, ask the soldiers who will surrender to put down their weapons and to raise their hands in the air. When these conditions are met, a mini drone is sent to the area where the soldiers who want to surrender is located. The soldier is asked to follow the drone. This whole process is monitored by the cameras on the drone. Soldiers who meet the conditions and follow the drone reach the area where the I Want to Live teams are located. Russian soldiers surrender to Ukrainian troops and are sent to a safe zone. Vitaly Matvienko, spokesperson for the Department of Prisoners of War and the I Want to Live project, made statements about the purpose of the project. Matvienko said that the I Want to Live project will save the lives of Russian soldiers who do not support the occupation of Ukraine. He said that thanks to this project, Russian soldiers can easily surrender to Ukrainian troops, thus reducing the number of invaders on the front line. The I Want to Live project was launched in September 2022. This is the date of the Russian leader Vladimir Putin's partial mobilization. Young people and Russian anti-occupation soldiers in the army, as well as their relatives who do not want to be forced to go to the front by the mobilization order, contacted the I Want to Live project teams. Local newspapers reported that millions of Russians called the I Want to Live hotline. Andrei Yusov, spokesman for the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, said that the number of those who called the project teams, received information and surrendered soldiers is increasing every day. And he said that anyone can call this hotline and get information. It was a very important development that the I Want to Live surrender hotline appealed to everyone except the frontline soldiers. Because the Russian people were uncomfortable with their own relatives dying for Putin's personal career. By reaching the surrender line, these people could easily receive their relatives who are on the front line. One wonders how many Russian soldiers surrendered to Ukrainian troops thanks to this project. Although Vitaly Matvienko, the spokesperson of the Department of Prisoners of War and the I Want to Live project, did not make a statement on this issue, it is claimed that about 7,000 Russian soldiers surrendered to Ukraine until January 2023. What is the reason for the surrender of Russian soldiers to Ukrainian troops and the increasing number of surrendered soldiers? Let's examine.
Can you see their faces?
Our commitment to you is delivering the world's most advanced PC. Our passion for chasing performance.
What if I told you Atlas was the only Vegapunk who hasn't been attacked yet since a traitor and Seraphim began attacking? Atlas is the representation of violence, which is exactly what this situation entails as Shaka got his brains blown out at the end of chapter 1077. Atlas can transform into other people with a mask and creates holograms of anything deceiving people and reality itself. And did you know the definition of Atlas when describing a person is one who bears a heavy burden? And oh boy, does Atlas have a heavy burden on his mind. Atlas is the true traitor and I have 100% proof. Shout out to Mr. Bushido for bringing this insane theory to my attention, and the deeper I dug, the more insane the theory became. I spent the last 3 days rereading all of Egghead looking for any clue, and let me tell you, the evidence is mind-blowing. This is the Atlas traitor theory, and by the end you'll be fully convinced that York is not the real traitor and instead it has been Atlas all along. During chapter 1075, York was turned into stone after being attacked by Esnake during the Seraphim attack. We never saw her after, and she only popped back up in chapter 1078 for the traitor reveal. Now keep this in the back of your mind because it will be important later. Adagrius looks like he's pretty much dead at this point, getting stomped and creating a massive explosion. And then there's Shaka, who got shot when entering the mystery room and was looking for the person who was controlling the Seraphim and the main Vegapunk body. Then there's Edison, who's breathing his last Vegapunk clone breasts in Nami's arms after being attacked. And obviously the main body Vegapunk isn't the traitor, as he's trapped in an undercover bunker just witnessing someone kill Shaka, and we can see his shock reaction to Cypher Pole being trapped in that room and to York killing Shaka. My point here is that everyone except for Atlas has been attacked after the Seraphim started running rampant. And what is Atlas' reactions to Robin bringing up the obvious fact that Seraphim are raging through Egghead Island? That's right, she denies it and gets super defensive. This is the moment that I began thinking that Atlas is the true traitor. Really, it's down to either York purposely being turned into stone and then escaping off screen, or Atlas who hasn't been attacked by Silly that everyone's traps after being attacked. And obviously the main body during chapter 1075, York was turned into stone after being attacked by S-Snake during the Seraphim attack. We never saw her after, and she only popped back up in chapter 1078 for the traitor reveal. Now keep this in the back of your mind because it will be important later. Adagrius looks like he's pretty much dead at this point, getting stomped and creating a massive explosion. And then there's Shaka, who got shot when entering the mystery room and was looking for the person who was controlling the Seraphim and the main Vegapunk body. Then there's Edison, who's breathing his last Vega clone breaths in Nami's arms after being attacked. And obviously the main body Vegapunk isn't the traitor, as he's trapped in an undercover bunker just witnessing someone kill Shaka, and we can see his shock reaction to Cypher Pole being trapped in that room and to York killing Shaka. My point here is that everyone except for Atlas has been attacked after the Seraphim started running rampant. And what is Atlas' reactions to Robin bringing up the obvious fact that Seraphim are raging through Egghead Island? That's right, she denies it and gets super defensive. This is the moment that I began thinking that Atlas is the true traitor. Really, it's down to either York purposely being turned into stone and then escaping off screen, or Atlas who hasn't been attacked by Seraphim and we haven't seen any Seraphim even near Atlas, and now Robin and Chopper. And speaking of Robin and Chopper, this is where things got crazy. Robin is a genius. Chopper, he's a gullible childlike idiot. And Oda is just a complete madman because he paired Robin and Chopper together with Atlas. You see, Chopper believes everything. Chopper even believes in Usopp's most ridiculous lies and didn't even notice the fake Straw Hats were not his true friends during their return to Sabaody. I mean, think about it. He couldn't realize this wasn't Luffy after a 2-year training arc? Chopper is a perfect pairing for Atlas as the traitor because Chopper is so stupid and it's showcasing him believing lies and deceptions from Atlas. And then Robin being a genius, a perfect contrast to Chopper, as she is heavily questioning Atlas and suspecting an investigation.
$49 suits are here. Discontinued and clearance sale. For a limited time. $59 suits. $49 2 buttons. Alarm Dupadit. Shop now before it ends.
Got a technical background? Looking to go remote and get paid more? Become a software engineer in 10 months with Practicum. Learn to code real business projects, from simple web pages to complete applications. We'll teach you the full stack from scratch with line-by-line code review. Put your skills to work in multiple externship projects to get work experience and build your portfolio. Our career coaches will review your resume, prep you for interviews, and send you relevant job openings. You'll get hired in your first 6 months after graduating Practicum, or we'll simply refund 100% of your tuition. Apply today to make the switch to software engineering.
With the Vegapunk and Seraphim situation. Essentially, Chopper's willing to believe anything that Atlas says while Robin is questioning her lies simultaneously. A perfect pairing to make us suspect the true traitor because both hint at Atlas being sus. She might try to trap Robin into that room and hold her hostage since the world government needs Nico Robin and she is one of the most important figures in the story the closer we get to the One Piece. Remember, even in Wano, Cypher Pole was trying to go after Robin but failed again. And now let's take a quick look back at Water 7. The last time we had a murder mystery with crazy twists and reveals. In Water 7, we had a fake death, Cypher Pole taking off their mask, and had fake body doubles. Atlas can also take on masks and can use holograms and create fake body doubles.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
It's not an exact parallel, but knowing Oda's tendencies to show us something and wildly subvert our expectations into an even crazier tendency.
Shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
It's not an exact parallel, but knowing Oda's tendencies to show us something and wildly subvert our expectations into an even crazier twist, I feel like York being the traitor could be only the first step into deceiving us into the actual traitor, which is Atlas. I was watching Mr. Morge's video on Egghead Island and the traitor situation being undervalued and overshadowed by all the hype going on in the arc. Blackbeard versus Law, Shanks and Kid Elbeth, Garp, and the eventual hype of Kizaru and Saturn, Buster calling Egghead, taking away all the attention from the current murder mystery plotline. But the more I thought about this, I began to say to myself, what if this is actually his intention all along? What if Oda actually purposely had us consumed and intrigued with insane reveals and the eventual hype of Egghead's finale, so that when he began the insane whodidit reveals and murder mystery, we would be even more shocked? In other words, if everyone is focused on these bigger hype moments, it would distract us from the little details hidden in plain sight. All of the super sus hints pointing at Atlas being the actual traitor, and in the end, a more hard-hitting mystery. Going back to Robin, she is the smartest, but the fact that she specifically brings up a question asking what if something happens to Vegapunk's main body while they're distracted, showing Robin of all people is figuring out that something could happen to Vegapunk right now as we speak. She's onto something for sure, especially now with the Seraphim attacking. I mentioned earlier that Atlas was way too defensive, almost in a weird way. When Robin says the Seraphim are running amok, Atlas replies extremely defensively with, "You're wrong, that doesn't make any sense," because she realizes Robin is onto something. And just think about how stupid a response this is from the smartest being. How can you not hear, observe, and at least consider that the Seraphim are out of control attacking everyone when you can hear how chaotic everything is out there, especially when the Seraphim just attacked recently before? It's such a ridiculous response, which makes me question Atlas even more, and it only gets worse. Robin didn't even consider that Atlas is in the right. Robin is trusting her own intuition and her own wits over this genius. Why? Well, because at this point she's already suspected Atlas and all of the Vegapunks. And I love it because it's just another moment to showcase Robin's intelligence. We don't really get these moments too often, but when they do come, they're very appreciated. We see Robin completely disregard Atlas' ridiculously stupid comments and continue to talk about Sanji protecting Nami, specifically so that Atlas and Chopper can't recommend going to protect Nami, who is relatively weak, and go and fight the Seraphim. Robin is slowly uncovering the mystery, and she doesn't want any excuses or distractions, so she can continue to unravel everything. And while she's basically saying specifically so that Atlas and Chopper can't recommend going to protect Nami, who is relatively Atlas Vegapunks. And I love it because it's just another moment to showcase Robin's intelligence. We don't really get these moments too often, but when they do come, they're very appreciated. We see Robin completely disregard Atlas' ridiculously stupid comments and continue to talk about Sanji protecting Nami, specifically so that Atlas and Chopper can't recommend going to protect Nami, who is relatively weak, and go and fight the Seraphim. Robin is slowly uncovering the mystery, and she doesn't want any excuses or distractions, so she can continue to unravel everything. And while she's basically saying let's keep going and keep looking for Vegapunk, you can see Atlas behind Chopper and Robin with one of the most guilty and exposed looks on her face that I have ever seen. Remember in the beginning of the video, I told you to keep York in the back of your mind. The fact that she was turned to stone, escaped off screen, and then is revealed to be the traitor? Here's the crazy part, because what if I told you that Atlas can change her looks and body however she wants? What if I told you that Atlas can create holograms, potentially of herself and more importantly of others? And this part isn't even a theory, it's a fact because Atlas himself says it. And now I think you see where I'm going with this, because what if I told you that York was stuck in stone the entire time and Atlas made a hologram of York, which is the one that we saw in chapter 1078, who was revealed the traitor, a fake version of York? Or what if that actually is Atlas, who's been shape-shifting into other characters? With Atlas taking the mask off, this would be an insane plot twist. After all of this, I went back from the very beginning beginning of Egghead, read through the entire arc, and what I found was truly insane. Remember Atlas's introduction? In chapter 1062, Atlas' introduction has insane evidence pointing towards Atlas being the traitor. But first, it takes so much time to research and to make these videos. I read through all of Egghead, worked my ass off to get this out as fast as possible, so consider subscribing for future One Piece theories just like this. I have a huge theory coming out soon that I know you'll love, which could potentially spoil the entire ending of One Piece, but also dives into the entire history of the Monkey D family and their importance. In chapter 1062, Atlas's introduction, Bonnie says, "Don't bother, everything here is lies." Right before Atlas is introduced, Bonnie says, "Don't bother, everything here is lies." Right before Atlas is introduced, in fact this is the entire theme of Atlas's introduction, lies, deception, and it's ironic how Bonnie is telling Chopper of all people, the most gullible character, not to believe the Atlas lies. And yeah, that hits a whole lot harder after Chopper is paired with Atlas during the chapter where the traitor is revealed later in the arc. I want to point out how in the beginning of Egghead we learn about the holograms and light and perception tying back into deception. During Atlas's introduction we see some very sus panels like Atlas saying, "I'm a scientist for hire." But the more disturbing aspect is the fact that Atlas admits that he doesn't believe or live in reality. Reality is completely blurred in the mind of Atlas, saying whether it's real or not is up for you to decide, because if you ask me, those words are a relic of a bygone era. Atlas lives in a twisted delusion since he can no longer tell real from fake. These mind games become very tricky, but this is what Atlas and more specifically Oda's goal is, as he makes us question every.
Hey, Dr. JD, dude, and we're back here to do chiropractic. A lot of people get stuck and they don't
everything that is happening, but also distracts us from the truth with lies. And once again, Atlas' introduction ends coming back to this point that we can't trust or believe anything that comes from him, with Bonnie saying, "No way, what's this lie you're talking about?" Sure, in context we're talking about Bonnie not believing this is Vegapunk because she's already met the actual main body of Vegapunk, but I still think this entire interaction is suspicious when you consider the main points, themes, and the fact that it's all about Atlas deceiving everyone from reality and tricking us through our own visual perceptions, and Bonnie repeatedly making the point of Atlas being a liar and deceiver in this introduction. And if this wasn't already enough to make you suspicious of Atlas, I have more. You see, Shaka is good, Lilith is evil, Edison is thinker, Pythagoras is wisdom, York is greed, but Atlas is violence. And to me this seals the deal. Shooting Shaka, unleashing the violent child war experiments on the Straw Hats, and everything that the traitor is doing is completely violent. After rereading Egghead, there's plenty of other strange moments with this theory in context, like Atlas tricking Luffy and Bonnie into eating food and stealing clothes, setting them up to be attacked by a Kuma police pacifista. I mean, Jinbei even says, "Is this supposed to get the death penalty? It seems like an excessive punishment." When you see Kuma shooting lasers out of his mouth ready to end the Straw Hats right then and there, yeah, Atlas, that was a little sus. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but what if I told you that sneaky little Oda already told us that York who killed Shaka was actually Atlas all along? Because in Atlas' first introduction, Oda shows us Atlas with a number 6. You might think, okay, so what? But York is actually the 6th Vegapunk, and we see this during her introduction wearing the number 6 as well. Sneaky little Oda trying to throw us off his trail, saying, oh, it was just an accident. But knowing Oda, this is Goda foreshadowing, linking York and Atlas together for the traitor reveals, pulling the mask off and seeing who's truly behind this betrayal. Oda's on his Scooby-Doo arc, since the mystery is pulling you back and forth, teasing us, setting up ridiculous twists, and making my head spin this entire arc. Now, before I give you Atlas's motivation for why he has betrayed the Vegapunks, I have the final nail in the coffin. But first, consider leaving us super things in the comments with your hottest One Piece takes, and you could be featured in a future video where I give my opinion on these crazy takes. Chapter 1071, Atlas is exposed. Atlas was easily defeated by Lucci before Lucci and Luffy fought, but later on in chapter 1071, all of the Vegapunks gathered. Of course, all the Vegapunks except Atlas. In this chapter, Stussy is shown speaking on the snail to Vegapunk, but shortly after, the Frontier Dome was deactivated. All of the Vegapunk who are together are freaking out and confused, even York is there with them. And even Stussy is confused as to what the hell is going on because this allows CP0 to attack. The only reason people forgot about this tiny detail is because Stussy took care of Lucci and Kaku easily soon after they entered, and this took away from the mystery, and because the Frontier Dome was restored quickly enough in the same chapter to make it seem random and inconsequential, people forgot. But who opened the Frontier Dome in the first place? The answer? Of course, it was Atlas. How was Shaka not able to see Atlas on the camera is an interesting question on its own, but it's possible that Atlas transformed or escaped another way. Or maybe Atlas has a specific hologram that was designed to be undetected by snails, or at least trick them to get past. And when the Seraphim first began attacking in chapter 1072, it's also when Atlas was still separated from the group. We finally see Atlas again in chapter 1074, casually reappearing as if he was never missing. And this is very conveniently right before Shaka reveals the snails lost their consciousness or left their stations. So my theory is that during that time, Atlas opened the Frontier Dome and ordered the Seraphim to destroy the dome and attack the snails so that he couldn't be seen by Shaka's snails. And this is backed up even further because in chapter 1075 we see a shadowy figure destroying the snails right after attacking Pythagoras. And oh man, this shape has a very similar shape to Atlas. Look at his head with the curly hair, floppy ears. To me, this looks exactly like a silhouette of Atlas. I'm fully convinced this figure was either Atlas or a shadowy blackened silhouetted style hologram of Atlas to hide his face from being seen that close to the camera, because only a few pages later, Atlas says, "I can change my looks and body however I want." I mean, if that isn't just fully spelling it out for you, I don't know what is. Chapter 1075 is also suspicious because we see Boa turn York into stone, and isn't it just kind of weird that York just shows up a few chapters later as the traitor? When I look at Atlas, I see an almost two-faced inspired design, with Atlas having a white and dark shading split down the middle of her head. This design inspiration could be another hint from Oda that he is literally two-faced and is the traitor. Shows up a few chapters later as the traitor. When I look at Atlas, I see an almost two-faced inspired design, with Atlas having a white and dark shading split down the middle of her head. This design inspiration could be another hint from Oda that he is literally two-faced and is the traitor. 1075 is titled Labo Face Death Game, which perfectly leads to Atlas's motivation. Because by now, if you believe that Atlas is the traitor, you may be wondering, why? What is his motivation for all of this? And this is where things get even more wild. In chapter 1064 of Egghead, we see Shaka for the first time on a call with Dragon, but what he says is so interesting. He says, "Being a genius means being able to see even what your own future contains. I suspect my death is imminent." Shaka predicted and prophesied his own death. And then later in chapter 1078, York says, "The world doesn't need more than one of us," when referring to the Vegapunks. And this is where I began thinking, maybe Shaka has this ability to see the future, but also since the Vegapunks all fuse their minds together, all the Vegapunks were aware of this prophecy. This prophecy may have had specifically stated that only one Vegapunk will survive. And so for the last few months, this freaked out Atlas, and out of fear of his existence being erased, Atlas decides that he will be the one Vegapunk who is going to survive. And it's ironic to me since I believe Vegapunk is also a traitor in a sense, because in his cover story during the Egghead arc, we see him betray his former Mads colleagues and sell his soul to the world government. We even see him smiling with the Godosei behind, making for one of the creepiest images, because who in their right mind would be this happy while meeting the Godosei? It's super sus, but let's be real here. Vegapunk, he's idealistic and noble, as his goal is an endless supply of energy. But Vegapunk is somewhat Machiavellian, doing ridiculously evil and horrible deeds like creating child slaves, weapons of war, and armies of destructive weapons for the world government. Even if he was forced, he was testing on King, treating him like a lab rat simply because he's a Lunarian. And going back to Frankie and Tom's ideology of creating anything, let's remember, this is simply their viewpoint, their ideology, and honestly a great way to cope with your disastrous consequences. But Vegapunk takes this to another level, where his creations are straight up inhumane, like cloning for example. But since the Vega clones are all just separate versions of Vegapunk, it makes sense that one of these Vegapunks would betray them, since Vegapunk did that same thing to his mad friends all those years before. I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but the definition.
This year at Ashley's anniversary sale, we were able to secure a more affordable price on the same great quality.
of Atlas when describing a person is one who bears a heavy burden. And if I'm right about Atlas being the traitor and his motivation being wanting to survive after seeing Shaka's prophecy months ago, it would be the most fitting name ever, as Atlas is truly carrying the heaviest burden as he betrays the other Vegapunks and keeps these CP members hidden in the room all along. I also think there's a few questions worth addressing, because if York really wants to be a celestial dragon and is the real traitor, then why is she hiding CP members in a shady basement all this time? That doesn't really add up, does it? So is it possible that Atlas was lying when pretending to be York here? I mean, after all, I proved earlier that Atlas was straight up lying to Robin in the same chapter. And then the biggest issue with any Vegapunk being the traitor has always been how would he have done this for multiple months without letting the others find out, especially since they fuse their minds and information every day. Well, I'm not sure how Atlas pulled this off, but I can guess, considering that since the Vegapunks most likely do understand the ins and outs of the system, they could find a way to withhold certain parts of the transfer. I mean, Vegapunk even said that he sees all the Vegapunks as equals, but Shaka says Vega clone satellites are expendable. In chapter 1071, he says, "We are satellites. If we have to sacrifice ourselves, it will be worth it to make sure Stella survives." And Atlas might see himself as expendable as well, and so he didn't fully trust Vegapunk the same way the main body Vegapunk trusts his clones. This brings me on to my final prediction for the Egghead arc. With hyping up the next day as the world-shattering event, I believe the main Vegapunk will go on and die in a similar fashion to Roger or Whitebeard, and when I say that, I simply mean that Vegapunk will use his final words to change everything, exposing some secret about the ancient kingdom, the world government, the One Piece, or the Sun God, who knows. And ultimately, I think Atlas is found out to be the traitor and he will die as well, but the final Vegapunk who will survive the entire event will be Lilith. That's right, the first Vegapunk we saw, the best fitting for a future Straw Hat, even if it's only temporary. It would be an amazing story too, as Lilith is responsible for carrying on the will of Egghead and all the Vegapunks. I've been saying for a while now that Dragon will show up in this arc and finally meet with Luffy, since we saw Shaka early in the arc talking to Dragon and he's also connected with Kuma. This will be how Luffy is shoved into the final war as he escapes with the revolutionaries who are already in a war with the celestial dragons, and Dragon allying with Luffy will push everything into motion for the final war. If you enjoyed this video or anything I said, leave a like. Go show some love to Mr. Bushido. I'll leave a link to his original Reddit.
This was the ultimate survival food of our forefathers. Cooled and sewn into bison hide bags weighing 90 pounds, it was an extremely dense,
Oh, he's gone. Oh, is he next? Yeah! Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, it's me, Christmas. You guys... Oh, my God!
That was very stupid. I get in big trouble now. Oh.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, losers. God did fuck up her store.
Yeah, but now she has money to repair it.
Or he could have taken them outside and then beat the shit out of them.
Nah, beat the shit out of them.
That's a good way to wake up. Change clothes. Is this like some Tai Chi?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ready to protect?
Oh!
Guess not.
That makes sense though, because when you breathe in, it tightens your body, right?
Yeah.
So you could take an impact.
This will make run faster. This?
Oh no!
Oh. Whoa! Shit!
Dude.
Okay, that dog is really fast.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm sorry if that caused you any trouble.
What are we eating?
It's okay.
It looks good.
Like the food.
Excellent.
My niece has many talent. Good to help training too.
future food.
If you stay with him, he will make you the best you can be.
And you're going to help?
Ooh.
I used to help my Uncle Sien.
With what?
I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Hey, yo!
He's so beautiful.
True. Very true. Big true. Yo, is he going in? Woo! My guy! God damn, he moves quick.
Take notes, boys. You gotta destroy their grocery store.
He's got a little bit of Annihilator in him, too. God damn.
Hey, yo.
What is this? This is Stone City, where many ancient warriors come.
Cool.
You must learn to be faster than any punch or kick. That way, won't get hit.
Wise words. Getting hit sucks. Uh-oh, looks like he's gonna get hit.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, we're getting into it. We're getting into
Okay,
it.
I think we're really getting into the training montage now. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh! Damn!
That's it. Remember, power. Always gotta train the flexibility.
Oh my god!
The thing is like, this method is very painful, but it's the fastest way to get to the splits and whatnot.
I'd imagine so, but my god, it's like a torture device. Hey, that's kind of beautiful. What the hell? Whoa, why is he in there?
Is that enough?
Hey, yo, don't disrupt me when I'm jamming, my guy. Yeah.
Alright. Even the dog ain't feeling it.
Oh. Oh.
God damn! Guy's looking like a tree!
My god, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh! Holy shit! He's done! He's moving around like a fucking Muppet! He's dead!
That was just,
awesome.
Yeah, that guy's gone.
Very one-sided. Dude got obliterated.
Nice.
That's it.
Bang. Ooh! Ooh!
Those kicks, dude.
Yeah, I know. I love those kicks.
Oh my god.
Kick the tree.
I guess it just strengthens his leg.
That's it, man. You kick that fucking tree. That's it.
Yeah.
Take your bag and leave my house.
What's going on?
You don't want training.
Kick the fucking tree, my dude.
Break my leg?
Your brother, remember?
Oh, man. Fueling the fire.
Oh, this is when it gets good. That's it, man. Fuck that tree up!
Kill it!
Yeah! That's it. That's it.
Woo! Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's really... Ooh!
Yeah, that's gotta fucking hurt.
I'm interested if underwater training like that is actually effective.
It is good, because water adds resistance.
I guess
and
so.
Its own way for, like, punching and kicking. Oh, yes! Boom.
Woo! God damn!
Damn! Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Ready to protect?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Why not have it all? Meet Ch.1.
What am I supposed to learn here?
Learn later. First, relax.
Alright, we're relaxing. Holy shit.
He's really downing these.
You good dancer?
The dancing?
Yeah, American dancing. Disco.
Oh yeah, dancing. I'm good. Why?
Like to see you dance. Observe your balance.
Wait, I want to see you dance drunk? Hey! Ooh!
Hey!
Oh,
God
shit!
damn! He's moving! Okay, a little spin. Ooh!
Dude, he's feeling himself, man. Whoa!
God. Whoa,
Hey,
again.
yo!
Whoa.
Oh!
Shit. Shit. Shit.
Oh!
Shit.
I scream.
God damn.
Oh, see ya, loser. Oh, come on. Oh, that was cool.
That's one way to clean the table.
That was cool.
That's one way to clean the table.
Why did you leave and why they were so pissed at me?
Because I tell them you say they know good fighters and that their mother have sex with mules.
Oh!
Oh. Yo, we just gotta trade blows?
That's it, man. You ain't shit, bro. He's kicked a tree more sturdy than your dumbass.
Oh my god!
Get fucked! Ow!
God damn! That was a finisher! Holy shit! Yeah, he's gonna need those prayers, man!
No, for real, my guy's dead!
He's already gone!
Naksukal.
What does that mean?
Naksukal.
I guess it's just gonna be his nickname.
What are they saying? Look so cow. White warrior.
White Warrior?
The White Warrior. Oh.
Hey, yo.
Target acquired. Search and destroy.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
We're going for some late night training?
Round 2, baby.
Oh! Oh!
God damn!
That is so cool.
I don't want you to fight him.
What? He put you in that wheelchair for life.
That's right. And I don't want you in one alongside me. Give it up. Let's go home. He's not gonna let you out of that ring alive.
I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm a better fighter than I ever was before, than you ever were.
That was pretty harsh.
Ooh, why would you say that?
God damn!
Cut! Cut! Come quick!
Dude, I don't know if that was the right way to say it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad enough he's wheelchair bound now.
Who's this jackass?
He's delivering him a message.
Message from Freddie Lee. He's wearing the traditional robes of a messenger sent to bring news of a fight. The ancient way.
Cool.
An ancient way.
We will fight the old ways. Hands wrapped in hemp and resin, dipped in broken glass.
Oh.
You're not gonna fight that asshole like that. Kurt, listen to me. I'll kick your ass all over the place. Kurt!
That's hard.
That is rough.
Taolu, Master Warlord, I come with a good news and request. I have arranged a fight between Tom Po and American challenger. He has been trained by Chan Chao. Chan Chao? They will fight the ancient way, the old underground tomb.
Underground tomb?
I want to borrow $1 million to bet on Tom Po.
Oh, wow.
I trust you will not fail me.
It's all being arranged.
Oh.
Oh,
whoa.
God. Oh, my God.
Are they kidnapping her? Bad guys always gotta be bad guys.
God, Tom Poe's ugly as shit, man.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
Tom
hell.
Poe's an ugly fucker. Hey, yo, Tom Poe!
No, God, no.
Oh, come on.
Tom Poe's ugly.
Kidnapping her?
Oh, my God.
Are they kidnapping her? Bad guys always gotta be bad guys.
God, Tom Poe's ugly as shit, man.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
Tom
hell.
Poe's an ugly fucker. Hey, yo, Tom Poe!
No, God, no.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, he is not gonna take that lightly.
Nope.
He's gonna go in there to kill. Who are these jackasses? You're gonna beat up a guy in a wheelchair?
Oh my. Oh, God!
Fuck!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what the fuck?
They're taking the wheelchair?
No!
Oh. They're taking his brother?
Eric, where are you, buddy? We gotta get going. I got held up on some business and...
Oh, dude. Kurt's gonna be pissed. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm like blown away. These guys are such dicks.
Hickey's still alive. Take us to town. To the doctor. They want to make sure you not win.
Dude, that's a scummy ass way to do it.
Tom Poe more like Tom Blow. Fuck this guy.
Dude, this literally looks like a Mortal Kombat arena.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, even Kiki's there. Wow.
Well, that's an interesting way to fight.
Yeah, that really, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
It's the classic bad guy thing to do.
Ew.
You want brother alive? My bro... Make crowd happy. Let Tom Poe punish you all around. Understand?
Bro, just... Oh, God.
What a piece of shit, man.
I just fucking decked him right in the head with that broken glass.
Just as bad as his hairline. My God.
True.
Oh.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that hurt your own knee?
Oh, come on. Fight back, my dude. Oh, no. Don't be a sandbag. Come on. Oh, there it is.
Oh, my God. There it is. The barrage of knees.
I'm wondering, like... Oh, there goes the round. I was going to say, I'm wondering if you could just use the back of your hands to block the knees and let him kick the glass. Like, that would hurt like hell, wouldn't it?
Not a bad idea.
Oh, woo. Nice kick. Oh.
Oh, even better.
Wait, did the plank go what, hit him in the head?
I think so.
Oh, big mistake, buddy. Big mistake.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Buddy, don't do that. Don't do that.
Kill him.
Let's fucking go. Whoa!
Oh, man, he grabbed his dick!
Hell yeah.
Why so late? Sorry it took so long.
Ooh.
What the fuck? Oh!
Now Kiki even too.
Oh my God!
He hooked him in the grapes.
He hooked his grapes! Oh! I was wondering when we get some broken glass action.
Yep. Oh, fuck!
Oh! Ah! Why do the bad guys always do that? Oh my God! Dude,
that looks like a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Why do the bad guys always do that? Oh my God! Dude,
that looks like a Mortal Kombat finisher.
My lead. Good fuck.
Bro, there's no way he just said that shit.
Yo, Tom Poe! There ain't no way.
Oh my God!
Tom Poe's a dick.
Yo, kill him!
That's him, man. Kill Tom Poe.
Nixu cow! Nixu cow!
Yeah!
Cut these swerves. What? Just cut them.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's That's it.
Oh, God, fuck! They're grapes!
Oh, give it to him, Kurt. Give it to him! Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
Finish him!
Yeah, let's get it. Oh!
Ooh!
One more, one more! Yo!
Oh! What?
What the fuck?
Woo!
Oh, here we go.
This is it, baby. This is it.
Oh!
Oh! This guy looks so depressed. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh! This guy looks so depressed. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh! Oh! Woo!
Rest in peace, pal.
Oh!
Damn, dude.
Absolutely eliminated. Whoa! It's going out for him?
Yeah!
Ooh! Oh, he's gone.
Oh, is he next?
Yeah! Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. Holy shit, there's bangs!
Tong Po himself?
What? All right, we just finished watching. Holy shit! Yeah! Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. Holy shit, there's bangs!
Tong Po himself?
What? All right, we just finished watching Kickboxer. I gotta even say, the choreography in Kickboxer was better than Bloodsport. Like, I really felt like a lot of the moves and the impact really felt like it felt like the weight was in there, man.
Yep, it felt really good.
I really enjoyed that a lot. Holy
Yep,
shit.
a lot of guys got sandbagged, though.
Oh,
my God,
bro.
dude.
Thing, I know I'm comparing it to, like, Bloodsport, but, like, I thought Chong Li was such an entertaining villain. That Tom Poe's just a dick, man. Yeah. Holy shit.
So
the stuff that guy did!
So, I've only seen 2 Van Damme movies now, Bloodsport and now Kickboxing, and I gotta say they have very good villains, because they're just bad motherfuckers. That's all they had.
I think like Tom Poe's even worse.
Tom Poe looks like a Mortal Kombat villain.
I can't believe the stuff that he did, let alone paralyzing his brother. Then, you know.
Yeah, he got a little frisky with the girl he liked as well.
Oh,
I was just like,
God.
oh, that's kind of. I was saying, please don't go down this route. Please don't go down this route. They fucking went and did it. God damn it.
I love a classic, simple story of revenge. We've got training montages, slowly building up his character and everything.
Yes, dude, I liked everything about this movie. I also liked his brother as well.
Eric was really great.
I liked him in the beginning. I liked how cocky and arrogant he was. He felt like a champion. You know, he gave me like, it almost reminded me of like Apollo Creed kind of thing. Yeah. You know, I'm the top of my game. You know, I'm the best of the best kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love it when a champion acts like a fucking champion.
You know what? You're right on that Apollo Creed one.
Yes.
You're right. I love it when the champion acts like a champion.
Yeah, you know, he's overconfident and whatnot, but it's just like, it's so entertaining. Instantly, I love the character. Yeah. Right away, I was like, oh wow, Eric he's so good.
And I do like how in the end he was just like, he was afraid for his brother because he like realized, I made a mistake. I should have listened to you. Like, please.
Again, he let his arrogance get the best of him. You know, you're in a new country and whatnot. You
fight.
Just go back to something old that worked that was really great and bring it back and change it up a bit.
I miss seeing a character actually train and slowly progress and become stronger.
No,